Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever episode of A Moment with Maverick. And I'm joined by one of the #1 contenders for the NFW Championship at our 6th anniversary show, Judas Sexton. Judas, thank you for joining me with my first ever Moment with Maverick. How does it feel to be on the show?
Do I really have a choice?
Well, you are contractually obliged to turn up on the show. However, I'm glad that you're here because I do want to talk to you about the 6th anniversary show, which I'm incredibly excited about. Now, you beat former NFW champion Roth to get to this triple threat match. How did that feel as a moment for you?
Well, it was, to be honest, it was one of the biggest wins of my career. Like, Roth was the first NFW champion, and he was it for a good few years until obviously Damien come along. But there's only 2 people that's beaten Roth, and that's Damien and Xander. I'm the 3rd one who's ever beaten Roth in NFW history.
And that's got to give you a lot of confidence. And I'm going to question your confidence now, and I don't mean to sort of overstep here. However, after the match, you were challenged by Max Gaines for a match on the 6th anniversary show at the same time that you will be competing for the NFW Championship. That means you're going to be facing 3 opponents on one night. Talk me through your mentality in accepting that challenge.
Well, it is a big ask, don't get me wrong, but I'm Judas Sexton. I can do anything that I set my mind to. Like 3 people, there'll be 1 victor in me. I will retain my NFW Academy, and then I will win the NFW title. So I will be the top of that company for sure.
But what if, I'm just giving the scenario here, I'm not trying to say that this is going to happen, but what if you don't beat Max Gaines? Does that then put you out of the title picture going forward?
I won't beat Max Gaines. It's not what if about it. I won't lose to him. I will beat him. I am his teacher. I taught him everything he knows. He hasn't taught me anything. He's
Right.
strong.
And I
I
think you may be underestimating Max Gaines. However, I'm going to move on from Max Gaines because, like you said, you were supremely confident, and I know in your mind you are going to beat him. Let's go to that triple threat match. Now, you have mentioned 2 people that will be competing against you, one of which is Damien, and I'll come back to Damien in a second. However, the other competitor in that match is a man you have a lot of history with, Richie Delight. Now, he's the man that you took the NFW Academy from, and I know he's going to be looking to get revenge on you specifically. So how does it feel going into this match, knowing that you have one of the biggest title matches of your career against one of your biggest rivals?
Well, don't get me wrong, Richie has definitely got a point to prove. Like, I took the academy for him and Theodore Powers, like, about a year ago now, I believe. And he's always wanted to get back at me for that. And I don't blame him. I took his baby away from him. And now I've made it better. I've made it grow. If you actually look on NFW shows now, most of my trainees are now on the show because of me. Not him. He didn't put any trainees forward. I did. So the academy is much better off with me in control than him. And of course, him being in the match, I didn't want it to be Richie, of course, but it is that. And I beat him once. I can beat him again.
Okay, again, supremely confident. And you're going to need that confidence because you're up against a man who is absolutely undefeated in singles action at NFW, Damien. I mean, even his entrance causes me, as a ring announcer, to go into a state of shock. So tell me how you're going to deal with defeating the undefeatable.
I've faced Damien before. It was supposed to be a 1-on-1 match, but then it got turned into a triple threat because Bagheera cashed in his Dynamic Championship. So I did lose that match because of Bagheera, and I already settled that with Bagheera. We still had a little thing going on. I've not finished with him yet. But Damien, he's a tough thing. He's not even a man. He's a demon. But there is a little bit of doubt in my mind, don't get me wrong. But I am surely confident I will still walk away NFW champion.
So just want to hear it from you one last time. You are sitting here now, #1 contender, one of the #1 contenders to the NFW Championship. Next time I invite you on the show, okay, are you going to be sitting there with gold around your waist?
100%. 100%.
Right. Thank you, Judas Sexton, for being the first ever guest on A Moment with Maverick. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you join us on April 8th for our 6th anniversary show, where you will get to see Judas Sexton go up against Damien and Richie Delight for the NFW Championship. We'll see you there.